Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to this TV program titled Afroflag. My name is Sylvie and I hope you guys are doing great. Today we are in Canada, precisely in the city of Toronto. It's a little bit cold, it's the end of the autumn, but it did not prevent us from meeting Jason Akoa. Jason Akoa is a talented young footballer of Cameroonian origin. He currently evolves in a club named North Toronto Nitros here in Toronto. Today he is also accompanied by Mr. Kinge, an ex-indomitable lion. These two great footballers have agreed to share their journey with us. Please let's listen to their story.
Hey, good evening, Jason. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. So, could you tell us a little bit about yourself? Like, who is Jason?
Of course. Who is Jason? He's a young footballer, 22 years old. He plays in Canada for North Toronto Nitros. I like playing soccer, it's my passion. I started at 6 years old. I play center back or center midfield.
Okay, so
Yeah,
if I
about
get
that.
you correctly, you started football at 6 years old.
Exactly.
Oh,
In my
okay.
backyard.
So, could you summarize to us your sportive cycle?
Of course. Well, I started at 6 years old. I started in small teams, house league, and then it got further. I went into a club. It was interesting. We played rep, so it got a higher level. There was also the provincial program at 16 years old, and then I did a little swell trip in Europe. I spent 3 years over there. Yeah, I did 3 years of studying. Did well, happened well. I learned different things, different cultures. Talking football, it's played differently over there. So I was able to adapt
Okay.
myself, change a style of play.
And talking about that trip in Europe, so was it easy or difficult?
Well, reasonable. I had to get used to it. I had to start. I was there for studying as well. It was really the balance between playing and studying at the same time was the hardest part. Well, the change was it went
And
smoothly.
what are the moments that marked you most in Europe?
Well, game day, yeah, game day. It was really professional. Trainings, it was really good too. Everybody's focused on their games before the game even starts. Always gives you motivation to play. It's good to feel that in the change room.
And why did you choose football? Why didn't you become an actor or anything else? Why football?
That's a very good question. Soccer is just, it's in the blood. It's in the blood. I have lots of members of my family who play soccer. My grandfather was a president for a club, Tonnerre. My uncle also played for Canon. My own father actually went very far in soccer as well, and he inspires me and motivates me every day. It really starts, it's a passion.
And can we have your dad's name, your father's name?
Of course, you could have his name, Mr. Alain Didier Akoa. That's my father. Also, to add, soccer is a magnificent sport. You only need a ball and two nets, and then you could play very easily with friends. And it's the biggest sport in the world.
And could you tell us who are the footballers, who are the players that influence you most in your career?
Of course. There are so many. I have a long list. A long list.
I say in just a
Of
few,
course,
just
some of them.
some
Okay.
of them.
I'm gonna start with Lionel Messi. I love the way he plays, how he's so humble, and he really plays with his teammates. He really shows his talent. He really knows how to consistently perform. I'll also say Ronaldo. I like how he perseveres, how he's tenacious. He likes to win.
Okay,
He knows
of
how to win.
course,
Yeah,
of course, yeah.
he's a great athlete.
And could you tell us where
Mm-hmm.
you see yourself in a short term and
Oh, okay.
mid-term and long term if
Of
possible?
course, of course. Uh, Short term, by the end of the year, I would like to have a professional team to play with, to show my capacities and how I play and how to have fun as well. All that matters is having fun. Medium term, about the same thing. If I have the same road, I should stay on it. I just need a
Yeah.
professional team to continue to play with
So,
and have fun.
what role does your family play in your professional cycle?
A very important role.
Could you tell us a little bit more?
Of course, of course. Very important in the sense where they're the ones who support you. And yeah, you are the player on the field, but they're the ones who are around you, the ones that give you motivation, that inspire you.
Yeah.
They help you push yourself to the limits. I have people who like me at home, and they're around me and they support me. It's really to throw you to, yeah.
And since your family is this important, how would you deal with if you had to be away from your family? How are you going to deal with the situation?
Well, that's a very, very good question. I believe we'll stay in contact, of course. It's the best thing to do, stay in communication and try to call each other. Try to keep that momentum, the adrenaline that we have in family, time together, Yeah, it's a very good question.
Oh, okay. Get into the tricky question.
Well,
How do you go along with the
well,
ladies? How about the ladies?
let's say for now, we stay concentrated on soccer. Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Oh.
Soccer is my wife, and after later on, we'll have time for real girlfriends. Just the ball in me, just the ball in
Okay,
me.
so it's a little surprising though, but it's okay. Okay. So, what sort of music do you listen to at this
Well, right
point
now,
in time?
I listen to rap music, English, French. I like Drake. I also listen to Booba, French music, Caris.
Do you listen to Cameroonian music?
Of course, of course, of course.
Can you give us an example of a Cameroon music you like?
Let me see. Oh well, I thought that would be a little bit hard right on top, but I have a favorite artist named Dina Bell. Let me think of one. And also Couler la
Oh
Petite.
yes, of course.
Yes, that's a nice song.
That's a
a
trending
nice song
song
right now.
right now. Oh, so tell us a
Yeah,
little
in the
bit
clubs, I
about the
imagine.
present happenings, about what's happening in the season presently.
Well, right now, we're in the middle of the season. We played 6 games, three victories, one draw, one loss. Apart from the loss, everything is going very well. We're aiming for, we're trying to get to second place. We always first place. Of course, we always want to win. I believe our team is very strong this year, so we can really make it.
And what will you have to say to the viewers?
Oh.
What do you think you can tell them? A motivation,
Oh,
anything?
anything. I would say believing. When you want to follow something in life, you always have to persevere. Always have faith. You can make it. Exactly. You got to stay fixed and stay faithful.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much for
Believing will bring you there.
having us and giving us your time.
Oh,
And
no. Thank you.
really
Thank you. Pleasure's
a lot of
mine.
luck in your future ambitions.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
After have listened to the wonderful story of Jason, please let now listen to Mr. Kinge.
We're in the presence of Jason Akoa and his coach, Mr. Kinge. Good evening, Mr. Kinge.
Hello.
To remind our dear viewers, you are a former Indomitable Lion and now you're a coach in a club here in Canada called North Toronto Nitros. And you have been following up Jason right from his start.
Yes,
is that it?
That is correct.
So could you tell us how it's going on? How did you proceed from a player to a coach?
Well, I know that some players have trouble transitioning after their soccer careers. However, mine happened as naturally as possible. When I was around 30 years old, I started considering coaching in Switzerland, where I finished my career. One of my old club presidents encouraged me to pursue coaching. It all happened naturally. It is something I always liked.
When did you start being a coach?
Oh, I don't know exactly. I've been coaching for over 20 years now. I started in Switzerland, and I am a product of Swiss football coaching. I have my UEFA B license. I didn't complete it because I was lazy. I finished my UEFA license in Canada.
Donc j'ai laissé couler pendant un moment. Et quand je suis arrivé au Canada, je me suis dit bon, c'est le moment venu que j'aille un peu plus de l'avant avec ma carrière d'entraîneur. Donc qui dit carrière dit diplôme. Vous savez, on vit dans un monde où si vous n'avez pas de diplôme, personne ne vous connaît quoi. Donc voilà. Donc voilà, et puis tout naturellement il y a 2 ans, j'ai passé ma licence, la plus grande licence d'entraîneur ici au Canada, la licence A. Puis voilà.
So, since when are you following up Jason?
I've been following Jason since I arrived in Canada, let's say around 2007. So let's say since 2009. Since he was 12 years old, playing for Ajax.
And could you tell us a bit about Jason's personality? Like, who is he?
I will qualify Jason. I will not make a whole speech. I believe what characterizes him is one word: responsible. He is a responsible guy.
Okay, so he's a responsible person. And what kind of player is he?
Well, you know, in soccer language and in the manner to analyze players, we evaluate players according to a geometrical shape, which is the square. The player development square, the tactical side, the technical side, the psychological side, and the physical side, which includes fitness. I can say Jason is a young, complete player because he checks out all of the boxes of the square. Tactically, he understands the game well, he understands his role. Psychologically, he is a responsible guy, so that works in his favor. And fitness level is well ready.
And I know during the training you give him a lot of advice, a lot of directions. Is this something you could tell him right now in front of the cameras to Jason, to our viewers?
According to his career, I believe all I can tell him is to keep working hard. You know, around the stadiums, chatter, such as this player will make it, this player won't. I don't read between the lines. In soccer, those who make it are those who work hard. If you're a hard worker, you make it. Like anything else in life, if you drop your arms, you'll get nothing, and you'll eat sardines. And if you roll up your sleeves, you get caviar. It is what I tell all my players. I came from a school of hard work. I often trained by myself during my career. It was a long process. I would train by myself in Cameroon, and I was playing first division. I would only train twice a week with my club. Jason has those qualities. To add, I am a witness and I believe he did 3 years in France playing and studying. The fact that he left his family at such a young age must mean his parents trust him.
And what do you have to say, for example, to a young Cameroonian that is still there in Cameroonian who has so many dreams, who dreams to become a great footballer? What advice do you have to give him?
I won't invent the wheel. I will say the same thing. It is all about hard work, self-confidence, and never let people steal your dream. If you believe, give yourself the way to achieve it. Don't listen to those who are on the sidelines.
Well, we could really feel you're his coach, because Jason spoke like you not long ago. Well, that's it. And thanks a lot for your
thank
time.
You. Thank you very much.
Thank you for following us throughout this program. We are very happy sharing this beautiful moment with you. I will see you next time on a new edition of Afro Flag. And on this, I wish you all the best. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.